it's Nicole from Cause We Love to Scrap. Today I'm playing with the Shimmerz Paints October Color Kit bundle. So I have the paints over here. I have Black Hole, Color Splash, Pumpkin Pie Vibes, Shimmerz Pinky Swear. This one is exclusive to the kit. Shimmerz Pinko de Mayo, and my Clementine Creamies, which I have already added some water to get it all flowy. I have a 12 by 12 watercolor paper that I'm going to use to make this layout. I'm also playing along with 30 Days of Sketches by Christie's Beautiful Life, and today the sketch had 3 little areas of interest. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to use the paints to make some giant candy corns in these areas, and that way I can add embellishments to them, those clusters, and so on and so forth. Is the kit. So yeah, I'm gonna use, maybe I'll use some papers and some embellishments, and I might use this little baddie stencil to just add more stuff to my layout. So let's go ahead and let's get started.
Okay, so this is the picture I'm going to scrapbook. It is of some little boo baskets that I made for my girls, and there was also some little Halloween haunted houses on my kitchen counter. The first thing that I'm going to do is use the Shimmerz paints that come in the color kit for October, and I'm going to paint some candy corns on this layout. And the sketch had 3 separate areas of like photos, clustering, embellishing, and that's what I'm going to do with my candy corns. So you can see here what I do is I just paint a little bit of each candy corn, and then I splatter with the same paint. So I'm going to go ahead and let you watch my process for this painting, and I will be back with you shortly. So you can see I'm pretty much done with my painting. Now I'm going to come back in and start embellishing and building up my page. So the first thing that I did was I just went through and looked at all the papers. I don't know what I was thinking or why I was looking at these papers, but it does come back to me after I do most of my embellishing. So you'll see me come and reach in for some of these papers. So yeah, I'm just going to put those aside for now. I'm also going to put that coloring sheet aside. And I decide that I want to use this stencil. It's called Batty from Simple Stories. It did come with the kit. I'm going to use some ink. This was called like watermelon ink from 49 and Market. I'm not sure exact name, but it's like a darker pink. And when I use it through the stencil, it doesn't show as like super dark, which I really like. So it's kind of just a hint of little bats floating around my little candy corns. So I add it to all three of my little clusters here. And I really like how it turned out. It's not like super obvious. It's just something fun to add to the background. So I'll put that aside for right now. And then I'm going to, I think I'm going to bring in my picture. Let's see. So yeah, here is my picture. I am going to put it right there. I do go off screen and distress this over my trash can so that all those little flaky bits go into the trash. I'm looking to see where I want it. It is going to wind up going right there. And now I'm going to start my embellishing with the die cuts that come with the kit. They're super cute die cuts. Like almost all of them that I grab, I'm like, ooh, I can use this. Ooh, I can use this. This is perfect for journaling. I had these cute little ghosts. I mean, everything is just super cute. Like there's nothing that I'm like, oh, I can't use that. Well, I didn't use that, but that doesn't mean I couldn't. I actually find another little kitty that looked a little bit better. I wanted to add some candy corn to each one of the little clusters. There comes that little kitty that's going to come up there. And so yeah, I just it's really like the first ones that I picked up, I'm going to use. So here is where some paper comes back in. I love this polka dot paper, but next to the creaminess of the watercolor paper, I didn't really care for that. So I'm going to bring in the some orange paper. You can see that here. And I'm also going to bring in some pink paper. And you'll see that in just a second. I'm also going to tear an edge off of it. And I'm going to bring it in just like this. I'm kind of deciding whether I want to use it, which I really do want to use it, so I am going to use it. I'm going to go ahead and put this one on first to the background. And it winds up being a little bit bigger than 12 by 12, so I do go in and cut it later. So you'll see that in just a second. I mean, well, in a minute or so. So there we go. And I really love how that looks. That's not on the sketch, but I really like it, so it's staying. Just going to finish up with a couple more die cuts. And then I go off camera and I glue and tape everything down. And I know that it was missing something. And I thought, oh, you know what? It could use some green in it. So I grabbed these buttons from my stash to add 3 of them to each little cluster. I'm glad that I did because I love Halloween and green. I usually love purple, but as long as it has pink, excuse me, then we're good to go as well. So yeah, so it has to have either pink or purple in my opinion. And then of course green. So I'm going to go ahead and glue those down with my art glitter glue. And then that's going to be my page. So if you're interested in this kit from Shimmerz, I will have a link down below so that you can go grab it. If you use my name, Nicole, in the shopping cart notes, you will get a free gift with your order. And I'm going to have some close-ups coming up right now. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd love to have you come back and watch me on my crafty journey. And until next time.